Welcome back to the show, everybody. The most dangerous hands in the multiverse are indeed loose, baby, because we've got some Dragon Mark for Death for that cool old baby. Brought to you by your friends at Inter Creates. Because, see, a while back, actually Christmas, if I'm not mistaken, we had a Christmas Day episode of the show where we covered what Dragon Mark for Death was in a big, long, extended trailer. And at the end of it, we did a little research about the game, and there were questions that I had that weren't quite clear. But a couple of days ago, your friends at Inter Creates did a nice big old blog post on the website detailing everything that you need to know about what you need to know about purchasing the game, physical release purchases, and all that good stuff. And we're going to cover it. I've already read all this because it answered a lot of my questions. And it felt to me that it was justified to A, make a video about this. 2, I probably should have done this 3 days ago. But in the infinite wisdom of our Fair Lady universe, it was a trailer about Japanese voice actors. And normally I probably wouldn't cover something like that. But as a bonus for you, Internet, a bonus for you, we're going to take a look at that trailer anyway. So it just seems like a whole bunch of stuff jumbled up. Where's my water at? I need my water. So look. Actually, let me get that air popping off. Let me get it a little comfortable. Like, yo, I got on a collar shirt. You know what I'm saying? You know I mean business, because y'all know later it's work coming out later today, and we gonna have a live stream of that. Don't worry about it. Let me take another drink. Good ass water. You want to know what's even better, Internet? Hold on. No. I don't even want to run it. No. Back it up. Because I'm looking at the air starting to flow now. I gotta get it in. Just like this. Bring me Google motherfucking Chrome! Oh, you thought Google motherfucking Chrome was gonna come? Nah. See, this 2019, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we trying to show a little dignity, a little grace. Please bring me Google motherfucking Chrome! Just like this here. Google motherfucking Chrome, bitches. Just fucking with y'all. Yo, I told y'all, man, we had that heat on Dragon Mark for Death, and this nice big old blog post, again, brought to you by your friends at Inter Creates, is going to let us know everything that you have questions about, everything that you want to know about how this game is going to be as it is when it's released. So, if you guys are ready, let's get busy. Dragon Mark for Death information, digital release structure, pre-purchase bonus, additional quest DLC, and physical version. Ooh. Pretty. I like how that. I like that. I'm gonna say this. I wasn't a fan of the original logo, like for real. I wasn't really sold on it, but this looks wonderful. Oh, and this brought to you by Mac from Inter Creates. Your friends over there is, you know what I'm saying, just give us a shout out. You appreciate you showing the love. You know what I'm saying, bringing all this to our attention. So let me get back into my reading voice. Let's get busy. The release of Dragon Mark for Death is almost upon us, and now that the game is available for pre-purchase on the Nintendo Switch eShop in North America, pre-purchase opens on January the 17th, so probably in a minute when the eShop updates, probably any moment now, you'll be able to pre-order this to all my EU fans. So, let's take a closer look at how the game is being shown digitally and get an overall look at what's on the table for this game. Dragon Mark for Death is available digitally in not one but two sets, each of which contains the game's base content for 2 of the 4 playable Dragon Blood clan members for $14.99 each. Rather than release the game with all 4 characters in one $29.99 price point, we want to make the game more financially accessible to people. No matter which set you get, you'll still be able to experience everything the game has to offer as the characters you have available to you. The only difference is which characters you'll be able to play off right at the bat. So we do have the frontline attackers versus the advanced fighters. Purchase Dragon Mark for Death frontline fighters to play through the game as the Empress and Warrior. The Empress is a well damage per second character who bears the power of the Astral Dragon in her arm. She utilizes powerful sword attacks at close range and fiery dragon breath at mid to long range to make short work of her foes. The Warrior is a tank type character who bears the power of the Astral Dragon scales in his torso. He can deploy an impregnable shield that protects and heals his allies and can deliver powerful attack with his 2-handed weapons. Purchase the Dragon Mark for Death Advanced Hackers to play as the game Shinobi and Witch. The Shinobi is a quick and nimble damage per second character who bears the power of the Astral Dragon in his legs. Armed with deadly kunai shuriken, he excels at generation and keeping aggro, and he's well equipped at avoiding death with unparalleled speed and by utilizing tricky movements such as the wall kick, glide, and double jump. The Witch is a spellcaster that bears the extraordinary depth of the Astral Dragon's knowledge. She can damage her enemy with powerful offensive spells and heal her allies with restorative magic. No matter which way you go, you're getting the entire Dragon Mark for Death experience with the characters you choose. Once you purchase one of these sets, if you decide you want the full group of characters, simply purchase the other two characters via the in-game DLC purchases for the same $14.99 price point. This way, you get to have two characters or four. Everyone has the same general Dragon Mark for Death icon on their home screen. Gotta keep those home screens tidy, you know. So, as I take another drink. Man, I love winter, dog. I'm gonna be for real, like on some sides. I'm not a fan of the cold that much, except we know when Uncle Triple gets a little heated. But the one thing I love about winter, you always guarantee to get some really, really cold water off the tap, yo. Like, you know, I'm usually one of those people who go buy like 70-cent gallon jugs at the store, but like, yo, if you gotta go tap, though, winter's the best. Cause summertime, that stuff be nasty, upsettingly nasty. It's like you gotta sit up here like, man, you do not want to catch me in summertime like you. I be sitting up here making bottles before I go to bed, so they nice and chill in the morning. But yo, you just walk to the sink in the wintertime, turn it on, dog. Get nothing but that good old agua, baby. Drink. I just wanted to tell you how I feel. But seriously, on this note, I agree and disagree with this. I agree with this that this is a way that, you know, $15 is a little more easier to swallow than $30, but not having the choice of who you want out of the four that you want, that. But I don't know how you would do that. Like, the only logical and logistical way that you would be able to do that maybe is that if you bought the full game for $15 and at the very beginning you select two characters and then the other two become DLC that you purchase separately or something, because maybe you want the Witch and maybe you want the Defender maybe, and it's like I don't want to and I can't mix and match. So at the end of the day, you're going to have people who are going to purchase this for $29.99 no matter what happens, because they want the full set of characters and things like that. But I think a little more choice would be nice. But see, here's that caveat though. Here's that real shit for your ass. At least you're getting a choice. There are some instances when games are released this way where you're not afforded a choice at all. They could have Anti-Creators could have made you swallow a $30 L, and you would have had to hold that shit. So while the choice isn't 100% full circle, better that you get a choice than none at all. And that I applaud, and that I appreciate. So it is what it is, and I just figured that, you know, that we cover that real quick before we get to the other question that I did have about this DLC, because I think we mentioned that in the last video too. Now, pre-purchase to get the Striker Gear Pack. Now, the digital version, by pre-purchasing Dragon Mark for Death Front Life Fighter or Advanced Attacker on the Nintendo Switch eShop through January the 30th, and you get the complete set of 4 Striker Gear DLC weapons. And for this physical version, which we are going to get into it, is that every initial copy of the physical release version is going to have the DLC code in it, so you ain't missing out if you decide that you're going to wait on the full experience to get that on a physical Switch cartridge. So figured I'd let you know. Now, the Striker Gear is a pack of 4 DLC weapons, 1 for each character, that are only available by pre-purchasing the game on the Nintendo Switch through the 30th, just like we talked about, or purchasing the physical version of the game. So, like I said, is that we talked about this earlier too. Game is already pre-purchased now in the United States of America, KK Trump Kai, or in the EU, probably right about now as I'm making this video. So it's like, if you from the EU, it should be available for you to pre-order whatever pack it is that you want. Now, additional DLC quests. We're excited to reveal that we will have additional DLC, Quest DLC, coming to Dragon Mark for Death. By purchasing this DLC pack, you will gain access to the following new adventures. The additional quest at Dragon Blood Village, available the same day the game come out, and the additional scenario of the Dragon Blood Teeth coming out March the 28th, and that's a date that's subject to change, so just keep staying tuned, and Uncle Triple will keep you updated if anything should change about that. Now, the Dragon Blood Village will contain a single quest where the Dragon Blood Thief scenario will contain a series of quests that tells a whole new story. So, you know what I'm saying? So, you're getting more bang for your buck by your friends at Inti Creates. Look, retail release in North America and Europe. Because, see, you want to know why? Because, again, in that last video, the Japanese are getting a wonderful, and I mean wonderful, limited edition package, which I am thinking about getting, because here's what I know. And I think I mentioned this in the last video, too. The Gunfo Striker Pack for the Switch actually has both English and Japanese in it. So that if you bought that limited edition version, which I still plan on getting, by the way, is that you won't be out. So you don't have to wait for a physical release of this game later on, and you get some cool bonus stuff. So if you were interested in that limited edition version for Dragon Ball for Death for the Japanese version, don't be gun shy to get it, because A, your Nintendo Switch can play it, and hopefully, from the last time I checked, it's still that easy to create you a Japanese eShop account. So no excuses if you're trying to get that real good. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, we've once again partnered with Nighthawk Interactive to bring all of our amazing fans in North America and Europe regions with a all full-scale retail release of the physical version of Dragon Mark for Death. This physical version will be available at retail providers at $49.99 and is an all-in-one pack for the game. Contains all 4 characters, contains the DLC, all of it, versus both the quest of the scenario, the Striker DLC pack, and the game will be out in a physical version whenever it comes out. So please stay tuned and check the fuck out. But regardless, Dragon Mark for Death is the most content-packed game we have created in our 22-plus year history, and we are beyond stoked for you folks to get your hands on it. The fires of this project have been kindling for 10-plus years, and with everything from dozens of quests to tackle 4 unique characters with completely different playstyles, the biggest, baddest sprites our Pixel Masters have ever made, a fully orchestrated contract, and a lot more, this is truly a special release for us. I like it. I'm super down. You know what it is? I'm Uncle Triple super down. Bring it back to me, please. Oi. I'm back with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm glad that came out, for real, because that answered a lot of the questions, mainly about the physical release version, because I'm probably still, at the end of the day, probably going to go get that Japanese version, because that shit looks sick as fuck. So I might just get it anyway and then just double dip just to support, you know what I'm saying, show love. Won't be the first time I bought a Japanese and an English version of a video game just to say thank you for releasing it. Well, in some cases of some games, you thinking that the game will never come out in America, and then 2 weeks after you import it, then guess what? We announce a version for it. Or in some cases, you know what? We're not even going to talk about that. I just need to buy the DLC for that game because I need to get a Japanese PSN yen card, buy the DLC for a game that I'm talking about, and actually play it on a stream with a certain person. But I'll get to that when it's time to get to that. But right now, though, didn't I tell y'all I had a bonus treat for y'all? Didn't I tell y'all Indicate dropped a new joint about all the Japanese voice actors and actresses, or seiyus, if you get down like that, about what this game is, and it's a little extended joint. So, bring me super duper motherfucking magic ball. No, better. I like that. That was better. See, I gotta work on right here. I gotta work on that. You know what I'm saying? So I can hold those. See, I'm not gonna do that. No. Look, let's see what's up with this trailer, y'all. Let's see what's up with this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm interested to see what this is. Like, you have my attention. So, now activating Dragon Mark for Death, Japanese voice actor trailer. .exe. Kaori Ishihara. I'm not familiar with her work. Okay, now all of a sudden I am so glad I watched this because this is a lot to take in. Like, oh my goodness. They have more. They got more than one voice actor. Wow. Well, you know what? I guess that makes sense because it may be high depending on how you feeling. Like you may want your Empress to sound different than somebody else's. That's kind of sick. Wow. See. Nah, I take back everything I said at the beginning of this. It's like, I am so glad I watched this. This like, for real, this actually legitimately warranted a separate video if I had covered the other information, but it's kind of better like, man, I'll look over. Have we been through 4 different voice actresses right now? This is sick. I gotta give it up to Intricate. This is extra stupid, right? Yuichiro Miyara. ジュリジスアベイ。I broke my keyboard. Oh, that was good. Yuichi Nakamura. Koki Ujiyama. Okay, I like that dash mechanic though. That reminds me a lot of Gumbo though. Actually coping, actually dash into him and then start doing stuff. Tomokazu Sugita. That's what I said. Wataru Takagi. The heck? Maria Naganawa. G.O.D. Nazuka. I wonder. Oh, those button. I wonder. Those bubbles must be button presses. That's kind of sick. Okay. Yumiri Hanamori. This was totally worth the watch, like for real. Totally worth the watch. It's wonderful to know. Oh well, here's some the Japanese release information. You know what I'm saying? If you can make it is out, it come out the same day as everywhere else, and you get this spiffy limited edition, which I have my eyes on, and I'm thinking about getting for real. I'm like. And also, like, and we talked about this too. They also get the DLC the same way we get it. So you know what I'm saying? If you pre-order the game, you get it digitally, and if you buy the physical version, that you get it too. So it's a lot of good information here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad. Now I'm glad I watched it because like I saw this and was like, yo, I think I might do something about it. But like I said, I'm glad I did. I am super totally glad I did because we got a lot more information in this than anything else. But oh, excuse me, I ain't want to like burp officially on camera. That's kind of nasty. I got more common sense and home training than that. Yo, indeed, yup. If you didn't have this on your radar before, I hope what we talked about this morning, I hope that video is like, if you into that this convinced you to do something, because this game is going to be that sickness. It just seems that every now and then you get great companies that make great games, and sometimes they get to make what some would consider their magnum opus. And I really think that everything that Intricate has done over the years has coalesced into what Dragon Mark for Death is. I saw like when we were looking at the Shinobi stuff, I saw a little bit of coping in that, you know what I'm saying? And knowing that what they've learned from the mini games that they worked on over here is all in here. And it's like, that makes me feel good to know that groups of people who love doing what they do, and I love seeing what they do, and to see it come together like this feels so good right here on the inside, baby. But seriously, if you didn't have your eyes on this before, you should have eyes on it and be paying attention right about now. You should be doing that, definitely. So if you ain't pre-ordered it, you need to. If you looking at physical versions, if you rocking in the America Trump KKK, if you rocking over there in Brexit town, you know what I'm saying, you need to do what you do what you do. If you're looking at that Japanese limited edition version, like Uncle Triple looking at that motherfucker, you probably need to go snatch that mother quick, because I got a feeling that thing is gonna sell out, and then you're gonna be paying exorbitant e-prey break prices. So I'd be very careful about that. Just letting you know. But look, we have got more show for you. We got an action-packed day. There's actually another trailer we actually need to take a look at and literally discuss. So we'll be right back immediately with that after these commercial messages. But that other thing, you know what's going down today? Uncle Triple going live with that one. So be sure to stay tuned. So, until we come back after this commercial break, I just ask you to do 3 things that all coalesce into one. Sit back, relax, and chill. You know who I am, you know where we at, and you know what we do! And we will be doing more of that and then some right after these commercial messages. Had to feel so good, had to get my arms out there with it. Cause this Dragon Morphin, that's gonna be that crack cocaine. That crack cocaine. Get it in your system if you ain't got it already. Get them pre-orders in. Get ready to buy them physical versions. Support great video games. Support great people making them. More show after these commercial messages.